has left the building. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Lisa, and I'm back with another review. In case you haven't figured it out, today I'm going to be talking about Baz Luhrmann's Elvis. But before I get started, as usual, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends because guess what? It really helps the channel. I also want to say again, rest in peace to Lisa Marie Presley. She recently passed away a few weeks ago. I want to send my condolences to her family and to any Elvis fans because she was really instrumental in keeping Graceland going all these years. So rest in peace, Lisa Marie Presley. So where do I start? Austin Butler plays an amazing Elvis. Although he doesn't look anything like Elvis, he really is probably the best Elvis I've ever seen. And you know, Elvis is somebody that people impersonate all over the world. So Austin Butler really has, he really did the job. And I really think, you know, he's absolutely probably the best Elvis, again, like I've ever seen. He really embodied Elvis, you know, he really got into character. And although, you know, he doesn't look like Elvis, he really embodied Elvis, you know, his movements. And he did a lot of the singing in this movie as well. So that was really interesting to know. So Baz Luhrmann's Elvis is a semi-biopic about Elvis's life. The movie is more about the relationship between Elvis and his manager, Colonel Parker. Although we do get to see how he grew up as a young child and how he grew to love black music. I think if you're an Elvis fan, you won't be surprised to know that a lot of his music, early music influences were black music performers that he heard around his area when he was younger. So a lot of, when he started off as, in the beginning, a lot of people thought he was actually a black performer, actually, surprisingly enough. So it was really funny because, not funny, but you know what I mean. It was really surprising in the beginning. A lot of people didn't want to like take his music because they thought, because of the racial discrimination at the time, they thought he was actually a black performer. Actually, a lot of people probably don't know, and I think they kind of touched on this in the movie, that one of his early songs that was a hit, That's All Right, or I think a lot of people call it That's All Right Mama, but it was actually done by a blues singer called, and I'm going to say his name wrong, I'm trying very hard, Arthur Cudderup, I think it's how you pronounce it. Anyway, so he did this song back in, I believe, 1946. I have to say, I really enjoyed this film because it gives you a unique perspective of Elvis's life that we never really knew about before. One of the things that is really good about this film is because there's been so many films made about Elvis. As I mentioned before, this one kind of deals about, this one kind of goes deep into his relationship with his manager, Colonel Parker, who's actually played by the wonderful Tom Hanks, of course. So it kind of goes into his relationship with Colonel Parker and all the kind of things that were going on in the relationship behind the scenes. And I think it just is something, just a side note, for a lot of people that are in the music industry or entertainment industry. I actually had this happen to me too. I used to do background work on movies. And if you're not careful, sometimes people that are your agents or your managers will, you know, take more money than they're supposed to take. So you got to be very careful when it comes to your money when you're in the entertainment industry. So back to the actual story. So in the movie, this is something that actually happens with Elvis. I mean, first of all, he has a manager that takes, I think it was like 25% of what he makes. That's a lot of money to be taking. Actually, I think it was like 50-50 if I remember correctly in this film. But anyway, he took a lot of money. And not only was he taking a lot of money from Elvis, he kind of prevented Elvis from doing a lot of things that he wanted to do. And I don't want to really ruin it for anybody that hasn't seen this film, but basically his manager, Colonel Parker, has an issue where he can't really travel. So he kind of, because of this, he kind of, I guess, how do I say in the best way, he kind of stops Elvis from like kind of achieving his goals to kind of travel around the world. Travel around the world and, you know, become a worldwide performer. Although he was a performer all over the world because people knew his music because, you know, he was really popular. Anywhere you go, you can see, you know, find pictures of Elvis, you know. Elvis, Marilyn, and James Dean. Anywhere in the world, I think you can go anywhere to find pictures of those three people. But yeah, so I definitely recommend that you see this film, you guys, if you haven't seen it. It's called Elvis. Baz Luhrmann is the director, and I'm hoping I'm saying his name right. You guys know me in names. I'm really bad about names. But it's a great film, and you know, like I said, it really kind of gives us a little bit of an insight on a different side of Elvis's life that we didn't know about, because everybody knows about Elvis, big superstar, but we didn't know about a lot of the behind the scene troubles that he had with his management team. So if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend you guys go watch it. Anyway, you guys know the drill. If you like what you've seen, if you like what you heard, please like and subscribe and share with your friends because it really helps the channel. Anyway, that's it for me for now. Bye.